So it may seem like all we do when it comes to ADA is wait, and it might seem like all I say is be patient. And I think a lot of people get confused. They'll look around at other assets pumping throughout the space, and they think that this is just happening all the time, and ADA is doing nothing. And people don't understand that a huge portion of the time in these cycles is waiting. It's boring. Frankly, there's not a whole lot going on. In fact, this is what happened to ADA last cycle. It's what happens to most coins in the space. Right now, when we look at what ADA is doing, we're going through this period of consolidation, this period of waiting. In fact, it's been 58 days. It may seem like forever, right? And you can see even on the way up, as we've gone on these runs, we've had periods of waiting. For example, our last consolidation was 43 days before ADA decided to take off and set new cycle highs. And you guys can see that when you actually add these up, since our pump, since October, we've had a very consistent time of both pumping and waiting. The pumping has equated to about 103 days. The waiting has been about 101 days. So very similar balance between the two. But this isn't anything different than what we've experienced before. When we look at last cycle and we look at this massive move that ADA made over the course of this 14,000% run, all right, there was a significant period of waiting. And you guys can see that since ADA got going, there was periods of pump, right? 42 days, periods of wait, 27 days, pump. I can't see that. 23 days, 16 days of wait, 43 days of pump, 26 days of wait. And then we've had some of these elongated periods, right? 119 days of waiting, had 66 days of waiting back here. A lot of times these pumps tend to move faster than the wait. But what I want to highlight during this, right? Although we went on this long run, 303 days of this were waiting as the market was consolidating, moving sideways, dropping, right? And actually, that's not even taking into account this sideways movement right here. I mostly just took into account the drops. But my point is almost a year's worth of time was waiting. That is why patience is so important in this game, because if you're not willing to wait through the times of boringness, the times of suck, frankly, you miss out on these big 14,000% moves that play out over time. This is why this saying really holds true. It's about time in the market, not timing the market, right? People that day trade and stuff, sometimes they do well, sometimes they don't. The market has swift, volatile turns. Just look at yesterday, right? Most things looking well in the charts, BTC looking strong, and then just out of nowhere, we just dropped, right? ADA got its rejection right at its trend. We're trying to have that breakout, the 7th time we talked about that, right? And then we got our rejection falling back into our trend here. We are coming to a point sometime here later next week where ADA does need to make a decision. We're showing some good support right around these levels we're at currently, so we'll see what happens. But just know that patience is the most important thing in this market. Time always wins. The second you start thinking you're smarter than the market is the second that you lose. All right. So yes, be patient, be resilient. Those are the biggest things that are going to help you do extremely well in this cycle. All right. You must brace yourself for the wait. You must brace yourself for time, because you don't get rich overnight. That's not what crypto is. If you want that, get into a meme coin and pray that it does well, right? But I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.